everyone, welcome back to my channel, the best place for new coaches, content creators, and entrepreneurs. In today's video, I want to share with you the 5 different ways that I personally get my content from. I know a lot of people say, oh my goodness, Vanessa, how are you able to pump out content on your YouTube channel, on your Facebook group, on your podcast, on your Instagram, on your blog? You know, what is the secret sauce? How do you always have content ideas? Well, luckily for you, in today's video, I'm going to answer that question because I find that the hacks and the tips and the tricks that I use might really benefit a lot of you guys and help you speed up your workflow or even cut down your workflow in pretty much half. So if you're interested to learn my ways on how I get content from different places, then keep watching. Now, obviously, if you are new to this channel, something that we do is we like to shout out our community. So let's dive right into those shout outs first. Massive congratulations to this week's YouTube channel and Instagram profile of the week. Thank you for supporting this channel. Now, if you're interested in being featured too, all you have to do is take a picture of this video and post it to your Instagram stories. Just don't forget to tag me, or you can leave a comment in today's video. Anyways, guys, let's get right back into the video. All right, welcome back. Now, the very first place that I like to tap into, especially when I'm in a content rut or I'm looking for content ideas, is Blinkist. Now, luckily for us, Blinkist is the sponsor for today's video, and if you aren't new to my channel, you'll know that I've talked about Blinkist in the past before, because I personally use Blinkist for my personal development. And what Blinkist essentially does is it's taken over 4,000 to 5,000 of the most popular nonfiction books, and it's condensed all these books into 15 minutes only. And what I like about it, as someone who isn't able to prioritize reading like a full book cover to cover, I really tap into Blinkist to get the key points and the key lessons from these books within 15 minutes. And what I like about Blinkist as well is that not only are you able to read the blinks, read what Blinkist has summarized, but you can also tap into it audio style as well, as you can see from this screen flow. But beyond using Blinkist for my own personal use, I've been using it for my business as well, because what I realized over time from using the app is, wait a second, Blinkist has literally done it for me. When I look at the categories, and by the way, there's so many categories ranging from leadership, entrepreneurship, marketing, health and wellness, all these different things. Blinkist has literally taken all of the biggest and most popular books in my niche, which is entrepreneurship, marketing, social media, and coaching, and it's already summarized all the key points for me. And so a recent hack that I've been tapping into is if you actually go into my library, and by the way, these are all the books that I've consumed with Blinkist and everything like that. An example could be, let's say, E-Myth. E-Myth is a really popular entrepreneurship book. You know, if I click on E-Myth, and if I actually click the little hamburger menu that you see up there, you'll be able to see the top 10 lessons from that book as summarized by Blinkist. And already, as a content creator's perspective, this is like a gold mine. You've literally shortcutted your way to really understanding what this book is all about. And what I like to do is I like to browse through the top 10 lessons really quickly, and the lesson that really speaks to me the most, or that I find the most interesting, I'll click on that lesson and then I'll read what it's all about. And this has really helped my creative juices flowing. It's really helped me up my content game, whether it's writing blog posts, creating videos like these, or writing captions for my Instagram. All throughout, I find that it's a really easy way to fast track your content creation process and really getting the summary from a lot of these major ideas. And so definitely, if you're thinking of just speeding up your time when it comes to your own personal development or when it comes to content creation, I find Blinkist to be a really excellent app. Now, luckily, like I said, Blinkist is the sponsor for today's video, and we've partnered to come up with a link for you guys. So if you do want to tap into Blinkist, you want to try it out and everything like that, really click on this link, because the first 100 people who click on this link will not only get a 7-day free trial that you can cancel at any time, but you'll also get 25% off your membership. And so definitely, if you already know that you don't have a lot of time to read books and everything like that, you can definitely download Blinkist and speed up your time. Or if you are a content creator, you can also use Blinkist as a way to really get content pieces really quickly in a short amount of time, but also super value packed. All right, now moving on to the second place that I like to tap into when I'm in a content rut and I'm looking for inspiration is simply thinking about the questions my audience is asking. Now, this seems like a very basic tip, but pretty much a lot of my content pieces, especially on YouTube, are really stemmed from questions that you guys ask me all the time. And so that means that I tap into my DMs. If there is a question question that I see coming up a lot, I'll answer it. Not only this, I leverage my Instagram stories to really get content ideas, as you can see from this screenshot right here. And I always look back at these polls and these question polls to see what people are asking from me. But beyond this, what I also like to do, and this is a little hack, especially if you don't have an audience, is I like to tap into Answer the Public. Answer the Public is a free website that you can tap into. And let's say you're at a place where you don't really have a lot of people asking you questions yet because you're just starting out, you don't have an audience yet. Just type in your content idea. So let's say you type in Instagram, and you can literally see all of the top questions that people ask about the topic. And if you take a second to look at these questions and create content that answers these questions, it's going to help you tremendously, especially if you're a YouTuber or a podcaster. Because what you have to realize is on YouTube and on podcasts, there's SEO. People are literally looking for solutions to their problems. And guess what? Problems generally stem from questions, right? So let's say if some of you guys are asking questions like, how do I grow on Instagram? Well, I'll create videos like this where I talk about what I would do if I only had 100 followers and how I would grow. Literally every single piece of content is seriously stemmed from questions that I find on the internet, from you guys. And another hack for you beyond just using Answer the Public is also Facebook groups. And this again, doesn't matter if you are a big creator or a small creator. When you look into very niche Facebook groups, so let's say you are, wanting to help other people grow their channels on YouTube, you can easily go into a Facebook group that has people who have YouTube channels and really analyze the type of questions that are being asked in that group. It can really help you come up with a lot of content ideas as well. And if you want to take it a step further, what you can also do is within the Facebook group, you can just leverage the search function and find the topic that you maybe want to create content on and see if there's anyone who's asking questions about that. So Answer the Public and Facebook groups are a really, really great way to tap into the different questions people have about your specific niche and your specific topic. But again, beyond that, the best way to also do it is ask your audience, whether it's through Instagram, whether it's through other means. Just always look for questions, and I promise you the content ideas will come. Now, moving on to the third place that I like to tap into to get content ideas, and that is YouTube. As you know, YouTube is basically a search engine. It's owned by Google, and a lot of the content ideas do come from what people are searching for. So you already know that the videos that are doing well are the videos that people are essentially looking for. So it's already validated when it comes to demand. Now, there are two strategies that I like to do on YouTube when it comes to getting content ideas. The first one is I like to look at my competitors. I like to see what other content creators within my space are doing and what videos are performing well for them. But what I make sure that I don't do is I don't watch their videos. Number one, to protect my energy, but also number two, because I want to make sure that the content that I do myself is unique and has a Vanessa Lau flavor to it. And sometimes I find that when you watch other people's content, especially if they are quote unquote competitors of yours, it's easy to either feel like maybe your content's not that great, or it's easy to, let's say, take way too much inspiration from your competitors, which can then look like copying. And so what I do is I look at what's performing really well. I don't watch the video, but what I do is I make sure that I take the content idea, and then because I don't watch the video, I'll just inject my own spin on it, and I'll ask myself, based on this subject, what are my tips? What are my strategies? What do I have to say about this? And that ensures that my content is always going to be unique, even though I've taken inspiration from my competitors or other people here on YouTube. So that's the first way that I generally get content ideas. Now, the second way that I like to get content ideas is using the plugin called TubeBuddy. So I'm gonna share my screen and walk you through how I use TubeBuddy in order to get content inspiration for my channel and even outside of my channel. All right, guys, so TubeBuddy is one of my favorite plugins to use because it allows you to do advanced keyword research. It allows you to really automate a lot of the publishing. It allows you to automate a lot of your scheduling and everything that you need to do in order to prepare your videos. But specifically for me, when I use the plugin for content, I click here under the TubeBuddy menu, and what I'll do is I'll click on Keyword Explorer. Then what I'll do is I'll enter the keyword of a topic that I'm thinking of creating content on. So for example, let's say I'm doing Instagram. I'll hit explore. Not only can I see things such as keyword score, how many times it's actually searched for on the internet, but what I like is if I actually click on video topics right here, it gives me a huge list of different ideas that I can use when it comes to creating videos. And so TubeBuddy is really, really helpful for that. Now, if you're interested in TubeBuddy, I want to let you know that I actually have a code, Vanessa's Buddy, if you want 20% off all licenses of TubeBuddy. So what that means is that if you use my code Vanessa's Buddy, regardless if you choose the Pro, the Star, or the Legend license, you're going to get 20% off. TubeBuddy is a plugin that I have used ever since I started my channel, and it's such a helpful tool to have when it comes to keyword research, content research, and all these different type of productivity tools, processing tools, and SEO tools that you can tap into that's gonna just help you get a leg up when it comes to being a YouTuber. So if you're interested in using this plugin, definitely use my code Vanessa's Buddy to get 20% off all licenses. Now, moving on to the fourth tip that I have for you when it comes to finding content ideas. And you might be surprised by this one, and that is repurposing your old content. Especially if you are a content creator who does a lot of content, you should really take some time to look at your previous content and see how you can repurpose it for other platforms. Let me give you a really, really good example. Now, if you look at my Instagram, you'll see that I am basically a beast when it comes to carousel posts, infographics, all the shareable content pieces that have actually really given me a lot of traffic. I have essentially blown up my Instagram by doing this, and it's amazing. And the perfect thing is that it doesn't take a lot of time. Why? Because a lot of my content that I post on Instagram is actually previous content that I've done before. Let me give you another example. If you look at this post right here, this is the top 5 bad Instagram advice that I see online. Well, guess what? It actually came from a video that I did months back. And this still really, really performed, because what you have to keep in mind of is the following things. Number one, good content is good content, okay? It doesn't matter how old your content is. If it's a good piece of content, you have a duty to share it on other platforms, because the second thing that you want to keep in mind of is that every day as you create content, as you get more traffic to your channels, you're basically welcoming new subscribers, new followers, new podcast listeners, new everyone that has never seen your past content before or doesn't have the time to comb through your old content. I know for me, when I'm a subscriber to someone, I don't spend time looking at all their past content. I'm more excited about their new content, because what you have to understand is that it's actually a huge disservice to your audience if you're not repurposing your previous content that is really good just because you don't want to, repeat yourself, or just because you don't want to use your old content. That's really, really silly. And I am proof that even from repurposing, I've been able to grow a lot of my socials. If you even look into my podcast, some of the episodes actually come from my Facebook Lives, and that doesn't stop people from enjoying the content. And in fact, I've actually had people who praise me for it because they're so glad that I've been able to take that piece of content that they didn't really like consuming on a video format and changed it to audio only, and now they've been able to actually consume the content the way that they want to consume it. And so if you're a content creator, really, really tap into your old content and repurpose it on your other platforms. That's going to allow you to not burn out as a content creator and also deliver massive value to your new audience members who just joined your community. Now, moving on to the fifth place that I like to tap into for content ideas, and that is Pinterest. Pinterest is probably one of my favorite ways to get content ideas really fast. And specifically in my niche, when I am truly in a content rut, I will go on Pinterest and look for quotes, because I find for me, when I search motivational quotes, success quotes, entrepreneurship quotes, female entrepreneurship quotes, all these quotes, I'll always get so many content ideas that come through. And a really great example is one day I was on Pinterest and I saw this infographic about multiple revenue streams. And because I saw this graphic, it inspired me to create this video, which walks people through the different income streams that I have that make me $80,000+ a month. Guess what? This video ended up doing really well. This video now has like almost 200,000 views. And it's all because I was perusing around Pinterest and I suddenly got the idea because I saw an infographic. And so Pinterest really is a powerful way to get content ideas, not just for your blogs or for your Instagram, but also for your YouTube videos, as you can see from this video that I did that performed really, really well. And so definitely tap into Pinterest if you haven't already. Now, so far in this video, I've walked you through the top 5 places that I find all of my content ideas from. Comment below and let me know which one is your favorite. Now, if you are a content creator and you want to take your content to the next level for your business, make sure you tap into my podcast that I have right here. I recently launched an episode that's all about content, and so make sure you tap into that amongst all these other episodes that I have here for you as well. The podcast is really for more of that advanced, content creator who has a business, wants to make sales, and especially if you're a coach, this podcast is definitely something you want to listen to. Now, as you guys wait for next week's video, I here on this YouTube channel post a lot of content about marketing, social media, entrepreneurship, and coaching. So make sure you check out these 2 videos that I have here as well. I have a feeling you're gonna really, really enjoy these ones too. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you. I hope you guys have a great day, a great week, and a great life, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys, and good luck with your content strategies.